everyone.
Good morning.
Hi. I have the first question for Chris. You said I heard from you that you want to take a rest after this Marvel's movie. Are you a little bit hate about the show?
No, no, I love The Shield. I love everything Marvel has afforded me, and I'm completely, wildly, undeservingly blessed as a result of my experience with Marvel. I just, fame is a tricky game. Acting is a tricky game. And I think I was lucky enough to direct last year, and the experience of directing and the amount of involvement you have in the process of making movies, what I realized is I love acting. What I really love is movies. I love movies. And what I really want to do is make movies. As an actor, you play a very small piece of that puzzle, which is wildly rewarding. But, I just found an enormous sense of connection to the process of actually involving yourself in all the... There's so many different departments in the process of filmmaking, and communicating a vision and working in terms of collaboration, and then ultimately moving into an editing room and actually building a movie is exactly what it felt right. It felt really good. So I'm just gonna... I'm so new to it. I just want to take some time to explore that a bit more.
Is that a sign to say that you want to be a producer or something?
Certainly don't want to be a producer. I certainly don't want to be a producer.
I'll produce your films for you, Chris.
Okay, but I'm going to box you out.
It's okay.
I
don't want to be hands-on. I just want to financially produce them.
Then we can work together. I have interesting
Box me
opinions
out, Chris.
about producers. Producers, I don't know what I think about producers. I don't know well, I can't say too much. I don't want to bite the hand that feeds me. But nothing I wouldn't say to their faces. You know, some people are the creative, and wow.
This is the third or fourth time
You don't need to go down that track.
No, what am I doing?
Just stay
What am I
on board.
doing? What
Stay
am I
on
doing?
the train.
You know what I mean?
Don't get off the train.
What time is it?
The train's famous in China. So you guys worked with each other for like 3 or 4 times. Do you think there's any chance for Scarlett?
Any chance for what?
Any chance for Scarlett, just in life.
Any chance for me what?
Any chance for Scarlett?
Anything. Change personality or...
Oh, change.
Change, sorry.
I thought you said chance. A change in
Oh,
me?
any change of Scarlett. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the truth is, the thing that's always stood out for me about Scarlett is her worldliness, and that doesn't necessarily... it doesn't have to only be isolated to book smarts. There's always been a certain conviction in who Scarlett is, an uncompromising part of who she is, and I think that's a very attractive quality in people, and she's had it from a very young age, at an age when I think people are really trying to still define themselves. I think Scarlett knew. And I think she's carried that through her career, and I think that's why she's as successful as she is, and I think that's why she's been able to navigate whatever life throws at her. So in a lot of ways, I'd have to say no, I haven't seen much change.
But now I'm falling apart.
I mean, she's a mess now. Now it's a train wreck.
She used to have it together, and now she's
derailed.
Scarlett, I have one question for you. It's like you've played a lot of blockbuster movies, and also like We Bought a Zoo or Her. So is there any balance for you to play such different kinds of movies?
Well, I mean, every film that you just mentioned has been a very different experience for me. You know, I have no interest in doing the same thing over and over again. It just doesn't, I don't know what I would benefit from that, or anybody else really. Just be a grumpy, tired actor. And so, you know, just because the budget of a film is high or low doesn't really change. You know, doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't inform the experience that you're going to have. You just never know. Sometimes big films feel very intimate, and sometimes, you know, it's easy to get lost in a smaller film somehow. Maybe, you know, in the kind of complexity of making a small film come together, you can feel like you're sort of, get lost in the fray. So it's, I don't know, it doesn't, every experience is different.
After the movie Her, and a lot of Chinese people think that you have the most sexy voice all around the world. Do you think this is the most sexy part of yourself?
My voice?
Yeah.
Who likes the sound of their own voice? Nobody. Nobody likes the sound of their own voice, except for my mom. I can't. I always think I sound. I'm always self-conscious about the way that I sound. Like everybody, I think. You listen to yourself on a voicemail, you're like, stop. So that was probably one of the challenges of making Her, was actually being somehow maybe not as judgmental, sort of appreciating the nuance or the change, the intonation, the, sort of texture, I guess, of your voice. Was